Good morning, Claudio. How are you today?
I'm fine, and you?
I am fine, thank you. Thanks God. How are you? How's your family?
Saved.
Excellent. Okay, so there are no more students today? Okay, so I am waiting for more students. Okay, guys, we're going to start today, yes? Okay, so today we're going to start a new unit. This unit is called Family Life. And basically, we will learn vocabulary about families. And we are going to use, the verbs let, make, help, have, get, want, ask, and tell. Yes? So these verbs are really important, and there are many, mistakes when you use them. So I'm going to give you some rules. Yes? Grammatical rules. Okay, so to begin the class, I want you to see this video about different types of families, please. And I need you to take notes. Yes, you have to take notes about the information the video gives, okay? So watch the video, please, and take notes. And then you will let me know what you saw in the video.
Different types of families. A common definition for the word family is a social unit consisting of one or more adults together with the children they care for. A family consists of you and the people who may live with you. In the past, a traditional family would consist of a mom, a dad, and their children. However, society is showing greater diversity among family structures in America. Are all families around the world the same? No! Most American household families are now non-traditional when compared to the traditional definition of what a family is. Let's take a look at all the different family structures we see in society today. You may see people who live together under the same roof, love each other, fight together, and make up, laugh and cry together, as well as work and play together. This is a family. Some families have a mom and a dad. Single-parent families may only have one mom or one dad. Some families have two moms. Some families have two dads. When two different families come together, this is called a blended family. Blended families may have a stepmom, a stepdad, or even step-siblings. Also, to be a family, not all family members need to be the same race. There are some members in a family where they might not have the same skin color as you. This is called an interracial family.
You might have a different family structure compared to others, but does that mean your family loves you any less? No. Love shows no age. Some families have very old members and some have very young members. Families share good times and bad times. It does not matter what kind of family structure you have. Children need to understand that all families come in different forms because what makes a family is the love that is given and provided, not some checklist on what other families look like. To me, family means to feel secure, to have someone you can count on, and someone who shares your problems. But it also means to have respect for others and love for one another. Does having a different family structure compared to others mean that you can't do the same activities that other families do? No. What are some activities that families do together? All kinds of families come together for holidays, birthdays, weddings, and sometimes just to hang out. All kinds of families can read together and play in the park too. It is important to remember that family isn't just bonded by blood. It is the people in your life who want you in theirs, the ones who accept you for who you are, the ones who would do anything to see you smile, and who you love no matter what. A healthy emotional life is nourished by the love, trust, sense of belonging, and support that a family provides.
Are you taking notes, guys? Remember, to take notes means to write isolated words. You don't need to write a complete sentence, only isolated words so you can remember what they said, okay? So I'm going to rewind this a little bit, okay, for you to get more notes.
Family is a social unit consisting of one or more adults together with the children they care for. A family consists of you and the people who may live with you. In the past, a traditional family would consist of a mom, a dad, and their children. However, society is showing greater diversity among family structures in America. Are all families around the world the same? No! Most American household families are now non-traditional when compared to the traditional definition of what a family is. Let's take a look at all the different family structures we see in society today. You may see people who live together under the same roof, love each other, fight together, and make up, laugh and cry together, as well as work and play together. This is a family. Some families have a mom and a dad. Single-parent families may only have one mom or one dad. Some families have two moms. Some families have two dads. When two different families come together, this is called a blended family. Blended families may have a stepmom, a stepdad, or even step-siblings. Also, to be a family, not all family members need to be the same race. There are some members in a family where they might not have the same skin color as you. This is called an interracial family.
You might have a different family structure compared to others, but does that mean your family loves you any less? No. Love shows no age. Some families have very old members and some have very young members. Families share good times and bad times. It does not matter what kind of family structure you have. Children need to understand that all families come in different forms because what makes a family is the love that is given and provided, not some checklist on what other families look like. To me, family means to feel secure, to have someone you can count on, and someone who shares your problems. But it also means to have respect for others and love for one another. Does having a different family structure compared to others mean that you can't do the same activities that other families do? No. What are some activities that families do together? All kinds of families come together for holidays, birthdays, weddings, and sometimes just to hang out. All kinds of families can read together and play in the park too. It is important to remember that family isn't just bonded by blood. It is the people in your life who want you in theirs, the ones who accept you for who you are, the ones who would do anything to see you smile, and who you love no matter what. A healthy emotional life is nourished by the love, trust, sense of belonging, and support that a family provides.
Okay. Yes.
Eh,
Okay, so tell me please, Claudio, what did you get from the video?
Traditional family, stepmom, stepdad, good times, bad times, love each other, fight each other,
They
support.
love, they fight each other, they support. Okay, very good. Diego, what did you write?
Miss, one question. What is a blood family or something? I
No,
don't. I
bonded,
didn't.
if they say bonded by blood. I'm going to write in the chat, yes, that they say that families are not only bonded by blood. Yes, so bonded means joined,
Mm.
by blood, yes.
Mm.
Sometimes families, you can adopt a child and it's not the same blood that you have, but it's family. You
Honestly.
understand?
Yes, miss. I'm okay
Uh-huh.
now.
What did you write? What did you write?
I write the
I
first
I
part.
wrote. I
I
wrote.
wrote families, the people with you life. I remember that part.
The people
The
that
first
you live with.
you live, see,
Live. Okay. Mm-hmm.
and that other word,
Mm-hmm.
uh, bonded by blood. I
Uh-huh.
I only have that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Isidora, did you get any information because you entered the class later?
I I only listened the video, but I didn't write anything.
Mm-hmm.
But I heard that family was the most important thing,
Mm-hmm.
and that
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Gillian, what do you remember from the video?
I remember that there are different kinds of families, like blended families, interracial families, bonded
Mm-hmm.
by blood families, and
Mm-hmm.
those, principally those. Um, and usually the families have a sense of trust, of belonging, and they support each other.
Very good. Yes, they have a sense of trust, a sense of belonging. Belonging, you know, guys, trust is confianza. A sense of belonging is pertenencia. So families have a sense of they trust each other and they have a sense of belonging. Yes, Gillian. You have blended families and extended families. Do you know the difference between blended and extended family? Or anybody in the class, not only Gillian, but anybody in the class?
I know that blended families are two families that come together.
Yes,
The extended
yes.
family, I don't know.
The extended family are your relatives, your cousins, uncles,
Okay.
aunts, grandmother, grandfather. That's the extended family. And blended is when you have your family and your husband has another family and they get together, so they have a blended family. That's los míos, los tuyos, los nuestros, something like that. ¿O no? I have heard that. Los míos, ¿cómo dicen? Los míos, los tuyos, los nuestros, ¿no? Have you heard that? No? Okay, that's a blended family, yes? But extended is your grandparents, your aunts, uncles, cousins, yes? That's a big family. Do you have a small family or a big family, Claudio?
A small family.
A small family, me too, yeah. And Javier, do you have a small family or a big family?
A small family.
A small family, yes, me too. Okay, we're going to see more vocabulary here. What is a single parent? A single parent, here you have, is when you have only one mother or one father, yes? For different reasons. You can be a widow, yes? And you can also have a father that is inexistent. That's a single parent family, yes? Then you have foster family. Foster family is the family, you know, that adopts you. A family who look after a child for a short period of time because the child has no parents. In Chile, this is used so much. You know, the Rafael Araneda, Marcela Bacareza had a little boy, Benjamin. He's from Haiti, and now they adopted, you know, this boy. He's 2 years old. So Marcela Bacareza and Rafael Araneda have been a foster family. Yes. Then you have a family man. What is a family man? Gonzalo, can you read?
A man who puts his family first.
That's a family man. Yes, it's a man, you know, that is protective. What is family ties, Gonzalo?
With words, like connections with people through blood.
Okay, Gonzalo, look at my lips. Through
Through,
blood.
through blood.
Blood.
Mm.
Those are family ties, yes. Then you have acquaintance is a friend. Acquaintance is conocido. Huh? It's not like a real friend, but it's a little bit less than a friend. Okay, what is the meaning of this? The apple doesn't fall from the tree. What do you think it means? It means that you are similar to your dad or to your mom. Children are like their parents. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree, you know? It means that you are similar because your personality is a mixture of genetics and environment, yes? So the apple, I mean, you don't fall far from your parents. I mean, you need to have something from their personalities. Like a chip off the old block. What is this expression? It's like you are also similar to your father mainly. It's especially used for boys more.
Es como tal palo tal astilla.
Yes, yes, Gillian, yes. Child is just like one of his parents, normally male. It's normally male. Like a chip off the old block. That's the expression. Like two peas in a pod. Peas are arvejas. So this is another expression. Gilliam, can you read the definition?
Almost identical in appearance.
Yeah, you are like two peas in a pod. You are almost identical to your mother or to your father. A spouse is the neutral word for husband or wife. Yes, it's neutral. Not male, not female, it's the word neutral. Step parents. Step parents, what is that? Isidora, can you read? You are muted.
A mother or father who isn't your real mother or father.
That's padrastro, madrastra. That's a stepmother, stepfather. Yes. And how do you say madrina or padrino in English? How do you say?
Godfather. Godfather, godmother.
Godfather, godmother. That's madrino, padrina. But in this, madrina, padrino. But this is a stepfather. Yes. Orphan. An orphan is a boy or a girl with no parents. The parents are dead. Yes, that's orphan. To adopt, you know adopt? Can you read the definition, Claudia? To take?
To take someone else's child into your home and legally become its parents.
And legally.
Legally.
Legally becomes
Become its parent.
its parent. Like what they did, Marcela Bacareza and Rafael Araneda, they were foster parents, but now they adopted this boy. Adolescence, you know, bachelor. Bachelor is a man that is not married. A man who has never been married. You're a bachelor, Claudio, Gilliam. Yes. And a spinster is a woman who has not been married and she's like more than 30 years old. Yes, so an elderly and married woman. We say solterona in Spanish. It's an ugly word. It's a spinster. Okay, so there you have vocabulary. But now we are going to see the handouts. Do you have your handouts there? Okay, so it says here, grammar, verbs let, make, help, have, get, want, ask, and tell. These verbs are followed by an object and a verb, and these other verbs are followed by an object but with to plus the verb. Yes? Let, make, help, and have, let, make, help, and have are followed by an object, me, you, him, her, us, them, and then a simple verb. But get, want, ask, tell are followed by me, you, him, her, us, them, but you use here to infinitive. So you have let, make, help, have, get, want, ask, tell. So we could do like an acronym here to remember. S, let, we have let, make, help, and have. Yes, they are followed by only the object and the verb, and the other get, want, ask, and tell are followed by the object but with to. I want you to read, Diego, these examples. My parents.
Okay, my parents won't let me stay out late.
They
They
make
make me come home before 11. My kids never help me clean the house. I have them do their homework before dinner.
Yes, I have my children do their homework before dinner. Yes, and then Isidora.
I can't get them to clean up their rooms. My parents want me to study law. I have to ask them to drive me everywhere. My wife is always telling me to slow down.
Okay, so we are going to use this grammar. When I was a kid, my parents never let me to school by myself. Let, you have to go here. So, no to. What can you say number one?
Get.
Claudio, read the complete sentence, please.
When I was a kid, my parents never let me get to school by myself.
Yes, they never let me go to school. They never let me get. Yes. Javier Alcayaga, what about number two? Made is here, so you use simple verb, not to.
My parents made me sleep to bed
No,
at 8.
go to bed.
I go to
Yes, it's not asleep to bed. No, it's go to bed. Okay. Can you please tell me number 3, Gillian? My mother, get is here, so you use to.
My mother couldn't get me to eat get me to eat any vegetables.
Okay, yeah, my mother couldn't get me to eat, yes, any vegetables. My sister, Gonzalo.
My sister never lets me use her computer.
Lets me use, excellent. Let and then use. Yes? Claudio.
My parents want me spend more time with them.
Okay, what happens with want? Want is followed by to.
Yes.
So you have to say, you have to use here, my parents want me.
Want me to spend?
To spend more time with them, yes. My parents want me to spend more time. Isidora? My wife's
always telling me telling me to do more exercise.
To do, yes, to do.
Yes.
Okay, Gilliam, number 7.
I always have my husband have breakfast on the weekend.
Again, have?
I always have my husband have breakfast on the weekends.
I don't think it's the correct verb. I think you can use another verb.
I always have my husband eat breakfast on the weekends.
No, I always have my husband prepare breakfast or make breakfast. Or fix breakfast. I always have him. Remember here, the object is him, me, you. Yes, and then make breakfast or prepare breakfast on the weekends. Diego Pino, I think kids
should help their parents clean the house.
Yeah, you have help and then a simple verb. I think kids should help their parents clean the house. But in my opinion, it's not helping. In my opinion, everybody should do something. It's not helping the mother or not. What do you think? Gillian, you think that the husbands help mothers, children help mothers, or it's, a complete collaboration?
I mean, everyone everyone should do something to help in the house.
Everyone should do something, right? Of course. So I want you to tell me, please, which of these problems do you have or did you have in the past, or what complaints you had about your parents? Can you please tell me something personal similar to this? Do you have any similar problems? Gonzalo?
I'm thinking something to say.
In my case, it's number 5. My parents always want me to spend more time with them.
Your parents always want you to spend more time with them, okay? Diego, do you have any of these problems, any of these situations at home?
Yes, number 4. I remember my brother never lets me use his computer.
In present time or in past?
In past. I was 10, maybe.
Okay, so you can say my brother never let me, because it's let. Never let me use his computer when I was 10 years old. Gonzalo, did you find one similar situation in your case?
The number 5, but just my mom, because because when I went to live in Santiago, my mother stayed here in Iquique technically alone, so she always went to have us, me and my brother, here in Iquique. In this quarantine, she was so happy because we were going to stay a lot here. So
I can perfectly imagine her situation. Yeah. Last year, I didn't see my son Javier because he entered the university like you, and he was all day outside. He was all day in classes. He was all day, every day working or teaching, private classes, or at the gym, or doing exercises with his friends. So I never saw him. And this year I see him every day. So I understand your mother. Isidora, what problems do you have at home with your parents?
I don't think I have problems in my home with my parents right now. Yes.
And with your sisters or brothers?
No, nothing.
Nothing. Oh,
No.
wow.
We're getting on well every day.
Okay, you get along well. And do
Yes.
you have any difficult situations when you were little? Did you have any problems when you were little with your parents or with?
Not problems, but they were very protective. So when I was a kid, they never let me go alone outside. They never let me go to school by myself. They always drop me there.
Okay, that's right. Yeah.
Yes.
So they never let me go to school by myself. They always drove me. Oh,
yeah.
Good. Okay, so you're a lucky girl. You're a
Yes.
lucky girl. You're a very lucky
I know.
girl. Okay, so let's have, some conversation. I need you to talk more, guys. Yes? Okay, here we have questions. Yes? So, how do members of a family support each other? What are the ways in which families help each other? Can you tell me? Any examples?
Listening to each other.
Being there to give support.
Okay, being there to give support. Sometimes it's economical support. Yes, sometimes you need money and they help you, and sometimes you need, some psychological help and they also help you. Are good family members or good friends more important in your experience? Are good family members or good friends more important? Is your family more important or your friends are more important? Javier.
I think the family is first, always, and because it's your family, obviously.
Is what?
Your family is the most important,
Mm-hmm.
and and later come the friends
Okay, after the friends. Okay,
after the friends.
after. Okay, yeah, because sometimes families are not so nice and they're not friendly, and they fight
In
a
my case,
lot.
in my case,
Uh-huh. You know, for example, Raquel Argandoña's family is so bad. I mean, they fight. You know, the Kiel fights with Nancito, and then Nancito fights with his father, and his father with with Raquel. So a lot of families are like that, guys. It's not only Raquel's case. Believe me. You know, for example, my husband has two brothers, and he doesn't talk to one brother. He only has communication with one brother, and he doesn't talk to his father either. They had many problems in the past because the family, you know, the mother and the father got divorced. So they are not a close family. I mean, it's a lot of families have problems. In my case, my family was perfect. My mother, my father together, my sister and I, and they were very close. But other families are different. Don't you think so, Gonzalo?
Well, there are a lot of kinds of families out
Mm-hmm.
there. In
Mm-hmm.
my case, I don't talk with my dad, so eh. My brother talks with him, but I don't have a close relationship with
With your
him.
family
So
because they are divorced.
yeah, but I had problems like my problems with him. So just I don't want to talk to evitar problems,
Avoid.
avoid problems,
Uh-huh. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
and that's the reason I think like um, we have to. I mean, my personal opinion, we have to have good family members and good friends with you
Mm-hmm.
because
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
some things I have some things to tell to talk with my friends that I can't talk with my mom.
Of
I have
course.
a lot of trust with my mom, but I have some things like I don't know how to say it, but
Private.
um,
Private things.
that's private things.
More private or more intimate.
Hmm.
Absolutely, I agree with you. And there's another thing, you know, for example, my family is very small. My mother was an only child, my father was an only child, and I only have one sister. So my family is very small, very, very small. My mother died. My father is alive, but he is living in Viña del Mar right now. So I need friends. So I have a couple of friends. My friends are crazy, very weird people, because they are. I mean, we talk about nothing and we just hang out, you know. But my friends are very important to me. Couples of friends, you know. So it's also something that when you don't have a big family, you need to look for other people, you know, to trust. Mhm. Javier, how close are you to your extended family? Cousins, aunts, great uncles.
Um, I have 10 cousins.
Mm-hmm.
Um, my father have three sisters.
Mm-hmm.
My mom two brothers.
Your mom has two brothers and your father has three
Yeah.
sisters. But that's a big family. You told me at the beginning of the class that you have a small family.
Es que no sabía expresarme. Estaba como medio perdido. Por eso.
No, my family is small. My mother was an only child. She didn't have any sisters, brothers. My father also, he didn't have any brothers or sisters, and I only have one sister. So the family that we have is my mother's cousins, but they live in the United States, not here. So my family is very small. And I have 2 children. That's it. I have 2 nephews, Amparo and Jose Tomas. They are my sister's children. That's my family. Okay, this question is for everybody. How do you define the word home? Is it where you live, where your family lives, or where you grew up?
I'd say it's where I feel comfortable.
Comfortable.
Not necessarily where I live, not necessarily where my family lives, but where I feel comfortable.
Yeah, there's an expression that says, I feel at home. Yes, I visit you, for example, and I feel at home. So that's home for me. Yes, Gilliam, it's where you feel comfortable. Absolutely. Okay, so here we have here, where is family gripes? Oh, I forgot this one, guys. It's very important. Okay. Yes, this is very important. I forgot handout number 7. Here we have gripe. Gripe, please. Attention with this word because I'm going to ask you in the oral test. Okay, here we go. The word gripe, I wrote it in the chat. Yes? Family gripes. What is a gripe? Gripe it's a complaint, yes? But it's a new word that you should know. And I'm going to show it here.
Gripe. Gripe.
What is a gripe? Well, it's here. It's complaint. It's a complaint. If you have a gripe, why don't you tell the boss? Yes, it's an informal way to say that it's a complaint. I wish Sarah would stop griping. She's so ungrateful. So we have here family gripes. Kids gripe about their parents. Parents gripe about their kids. And spouses gripe about each other. A spouse, remember, is husband and wife. Yes? So, Diego, I want you to read. We have Rob, Kanako, and Luis. And these are examples of kids who gripe about their parents. Diego.
Okay, miss. My parents won't let me use the car. I have to ask them to drive me everywhere. Rob. I want to go to drama school, but my parents want me to study law. They are always pressuring me about it.
Pressuring.
Pressuring. Presionando, ¿no? Como.
Yes, pressuring.
My parents won't let me stay out late. I keep telling them not to worry, but they always make me come home before 11. It's so embarrassing.
Embarrassing. Yeah, it's embarrassing for him because 11 is early. So this, my parents won't let me use the car. My parents want me to study law, and my parents won't let me stay out late. Then you have parents griped about their kids. Can you please, Gonzalo? My kids.
My kids watch too much TV. I always try to have them do their homework before dinner, but they watch TV instead. My kids never help me clean the house. I can't even get them to clean up their own rooms.
Yes, the same happens to me. I can't even get them to clean up their own rooms. I tell them every morning, please make your bed. If you make your bed, the room changes immediately. But they never do it. And I really got bored, you know. I just I just feel like nobody listens to me. Benjamin plays too much LOL, I think is LOL.
Yes, me. It's lost.
Yeah,
It's lol.
he plays too much LOL, and well, but he attends classes. He's not a bad student, but they almost never help me clean the house. I have to do it by myself. Okay, and here we have spouses gripe about each other. Can you please, Javier, my husband?
My husband never lets me have the remote when we are watching TV. It's so irritating. We are always fighting over it. My wife is a backseat driver. She's always telling me to slow down, even though I never go over the speed lane. No, limit.
Limit. Yeah, my husband never lets me have the remote control when we're watching TV. It's so irritating. And my wife is always telling me to slow down. You know, slow down? Slow down, bajar la velocidad. Huh? She's a backseat driver. Even though I never go over the speed limit, I don't believe Chuck because he says I never go over the speed limit. Don't think so. I believe the wife. I understand why she's always telling him to slow down, right? And the remote control. Okay, tell me anything similar in your families here? Anything that is similar? Because I told you about my son Benjamin, that they don't help me clean the house. What about you guys?
My mom don't she don't want to borrow me the car. She wants to quiere que yo tenga quiere que saque la licencia.
She wants me to get the driver's license. Repeat. She wants me
She
to get
wants
the
me to
driver's
get the
license.
driver's license,
Uh-huh.
but she don't want to let me use the car. So
so how are you going to practice? You need to practice.
That's my problem.
Oh, I
She said
understand.
like I have to act like Uber for her, but
yeah, it's great when your son drives you. My son Javier, well, I almost never ask help. You know, he almost never drives me anywhere, but when he does, it's wonderful to have a driver. Yeah, so your mother wants you to get the driver's license, but she doesn't let you the car, lend you the car. Yes, not
yes,
borrow.
I know how to drive and everything, but I don't have the car to go and get the license. So
No, impossible. You're never going to get it then. You have to talk to your mom.
She said that use the car of my grandpa, but it's not the same.
No, of
I need
course.
a car like the car that we have here, but no, I can't use it.
Okay, you have to solve that situation as soon as possible. You cannot drive without a driver's license. You are going to get a ticket, and it's a lot of money, and they are not going to give you the permanent license. So be careful with that, okay? Don't drive without the license. You need the license. Okay, so here, please, I want you to complete the sentences about the people above. Rob's parents don't want him. Can you please open your microphones? This is free participation.
Use the car.
Don't want him use or to use?
To wait.
Look at this. Want is with to. So won't, don't want him to use. Okay, number 2, please. Open your microphones. Luis' parents.
Make him come home before 11.
Excellent. Make him come. Yes. Number 3, Paulo can get his kids. Paulo.
To do their homework before dinner.
Get is followed by to. Very good. So to do, yes. Young's kids won't help her the house. Won't help her
Clean up.
clean. Only clean, yes. Won't help her because help is followed by clean. Only the verb, right? And number 5, Chuck's wife always tells him, Chuck's wife.
To slow down?
Yes, tells him to slow down. Tell, yes, is followed by to. So tell is tell to slow down. Yes, Isidora. Can you tell me number 5 again, please? Jack's wife.
Chuck's wives always tell him to slow down even when he's not driving fast.
Very good. Number 4, John's kids won't help her. Isidora?
Young's kids won't help her clean up their house.
Clean the house.
Clean the house.
Yes, because help is followed by only clean. So you have here, help her clean. Number 3, Isidora, Paulo can get
his kids do
or to do? Get.
To do their homework.
To do. Do you understand, guys, what we are doing? Remember, you need to remember the verbs. Okay, what is number 2? Louis' parents make him home.
Come home.
Make is followed by come. Yes. Rob's parents don't want him. Gonzalo, this is for you.
To use the car.
To use. Rob's parents don't want. Want is followed by to. Yes? Okay, so Okay, so we have some minutes to do some more practice. Okay, this exercise is in your course plan, so you can do this again, okay? Okay, so here we have the verbs let, make, help, and have. Remember that in the chat, we wrote the letters L, M, H, follow only by the verb. My parents won't let me stay out late. My parents make me do my homework. My brother never helps me clean the bedroom. Attention, help accepts the two. Help accepts with two or without two. Is an exception, okay? So help is okay with the two of them. My mother has me do my homework. In these verbs, get, want, ask, and tell are always followed by two. But first the object, me, you, him, her, us, them. So I can't get him to clean up a room. My parents want me to study. I have to ask them to drive. My wife is always telling me to slow down. Yes, so you have here, I let is I give permission. I make is an obligation. I have him is that the person does the action. And I get him or her is I persuade a person to do something. Get is persuade. Let is permission. Make him is obligation. And when you say I have him or I have her, is that this person does an action for the other person. Yes? Okay, so I'm gonna give you 5 minutes, please. 5 minutes to work. How many students do I have today? Okay, I'm gonna give you 5 minutes to do this exercise. You are going to work in two groups, and I am going to copy the link in the chat. Okay, the link is in the chat. You have 5 minutes, please, to do this exercise and this one. And you will check, okay, by yourselves. Please, join the groups. Yeah. Okay, so did you have time to finish? Isidora, did you have time to finish? And did you check?
Yes.
And did you check?
Yes.
Oh, great, everybody. Okay, so were you correct? How many incorrect answers did you have?
I have two mistakes.
Two mistakes with your classmates, with your breakout room.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
good. Okay, so you can do this exercise again to study, for your test in the future, yes? So you have the links here, but I think the grammar is quite clear for you, yes?
Yes.
Okay, so next class, no homework. We will continue with family life, yes? We will continue talking about this and we will be using more vocabulary and more grammar, okay? Okay, guys, so let's finish now and see you next Thursday. Yes, Thursday at 10 o'clock.
Okay.
Do you have any questions? No, please, you can...
Miss, can we use the verbs in past and in simple present? Like with the verb in ing, more ing?
What?
Like let, make, help, have.
Yeah, of course, you can use...
Made, help.
Yes, you can use them in past,
Okay.
With ing, no. You can say he makes me do something, or he made me in the past, but not with ing. It's present and past normally. But we will do more practice next class, Ignacio, okay?
Okay.
Okay, thank you so much and see you on Thursday. Have a good day, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye, Miss.
Bye, Miss.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Miss. Have a nice day.
You too, thank you.